What a nice way to say hello to August. With our special guests here in the studio, we want to say first good afternoon to maybe a familiar voice, Mr. John Miller of Superb Industries. Hello, John.
Good afternoon. It's good to be with you once again.
Okay, now, John, you have to remind our listeners why. I remember, John, from the food drive-thru and some good things happening out your way at Superb Industries. What is your official title out there, John?
I'm president and CEO.
Okay, so I'm going to let you do the honors introducing this lovely lady in the studio. Go right ahead, John Miller.
Well, we're very happy to have in the studio with us today Sarah Thrush, known as Sarah from Peelies and Petals. She has 1.3 million followers on TikTok, is a canning specialist, and we're bringing her to town to show the community all about canning, and we'll be at the farmers market in Tusk Valley at the fairgrounds tomorrow afternoon starting at 3.
Well, welcome, Sarah Thrush. You make your hometown where?
In the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
And how do you enjoy farmers markets in general?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I go to my own hometown farmers market twice a week. So I'm very familiar with farmers markets and what they can bring to a community.
So some of our listeners may be aware you're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Sarah Thrush, you were about 8 years old, I read, when you began the passion for canning and preserving. What was it that made you wake up to that whole world?
Well, it was a world that I grew up in, so it wasn't one I really had to wake up to. But as I got older, I started seeing the benefits of nutrition and being able to grow our own foods and preserve those foods, but also to help give us food security for our long winter months. And so it became part of my lifestyle, just like my mother and her mothers before her. So I just carried on the tradition, and I saw a need in the online community of generations that didn't perhaps have that skill and have that knowledge, didn't have somebody. And so I started sharing that. And when I did, people started watching and paying attention and getting interested. And something that was common for me wasn't common for everybody else. So I decided that I was going to start teaching people how to preserve their own food as well.
And I'll bet once they get the knack, I'll bet they wonder why they haven't done it for so many more years.
Yeah, so I always tell people, welcome to your newest addiction, a new, very nice addiction, because you will walk around your house wondering, what can I can next? Because it's such a rewarding experience to be able to put food on your shelves and know that your family is taken care of and you have nutritious food to eat.
Well, nutrition, the name of the game, especially these days when we have so many choices. And, we've all been talking lately about the plastic containers and artificially processed foods. It is so refreshing to hear that you're going to re-educate us. Is there, Sarah Thrush, let's say a most difficult part of canning and preserving?
I think the most difficult part is getting started. A lot of people have a fear of canning for one reason or another. And so it's just really starting to look at what you're eating on a day-to-day basis and decide, what is it that I want to can? What does my family like to eat? What do I like to eat? And where do I get started? Who can I watch? What can I read? And what are the resources for my education so I can do that? And then once you take that first step and you can that first jar, it's very simple after that. And it becomes a second nature to you, and people become very comfortable with it very quickly.
Well, here we are, first day of August, and early August, I'm thinking into the deep of January, February, when those particular foods that you love may not be in season. Boy, if you take care of educating yourself about the canning and preserving, what a delightful treat come the dead of winter.
Yeah, and some of us, we live above the 45th parallel, so winter for us is 6 to 7 months out of the year. And so what we do is a very important thing for our family, because it just means that we have fresh vegetables and fresh fruits that we can pull off our shelves at any time in the dead of winter when we can't grow anything. And so canning, everybody can can and everybody can take away from that what they need. So whether that be you're facing food insecurities, or whether you want to be more conscious about the things that you're throwing in the garbage can every day, or saving money. Everybody is looking to save money right now, and the easiest way to start saving money is to stop throwing away rotten food. So learning how to preserve those foods is money that you keep out of the trash can. And so it's important for everybody for a different reason, and that's okay. That's the great thing about canning, is everybody can take away from that what they need to and apply it to their life.
Sarah Thrush will be giving that demonstration tomorrow at the Tuscarawas Valley Farmers Market. Sarah, do you know what time you're all set for tomorrow?
Oh, I think we're going to be there for the whole farmers market day. So whether we're canning or I'm teaching, or please stop by, come say hello, come see how the lids work. We're going to give you demonstrations on how the Superb lids work and why they are so much better and so much different than anything we've ever had before. And we're going to be canning up some food. So please come by, learn something, say hello. Even if you don't want to stay and learn how to can, just come say hi and see how we do it.
Well, we may ask for an autograph too, since you're a TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube star. Sarah Thrush, thank you so much. And I'm glad you mentioned Superb lids. John, we'll finish up with you. John Miller, Superb Industries. What about this Superb lid?
Well, actually, we've been doing it now for 2 years. Initially, my good friend Mark Koblenz from Walnut Creek Foods and Galen Lehman came to me right after COVID. There was a shortage of lids. So Superb came to the rescue and tooled up, and we have the capacity to produce 100 million lids a year. So we have replenished the lids in the Amish Mennonite community. We have distribution to 20,000 stores across the United States. We don't have that much penetration yet, so we're trying our hand at retail, but more importantly, we have a lid that is much more reliable and will last longer than the name brands you're used to.
So excited to find out at the Wednesday Tuscarawas Valley Farmers Market, Dover, Ohio, at the fairgrounds. John Miller, head of Superb Industries, and Sarah Thrush, looking forward to your presentation. Thank you both so much for stopping by today. Have a great day tomorrow at the market.
Yes, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
And again, our WJER listeners can come and enjoy another market, absolutely free admission at the fairgrounds in Dover. Thanks again.